Then our next portion is distributed transparency in distributed system and distributed database management system architecture. Then we are moving on to distribution transparency. Here, what is the importance of transparency in a distributed system? Here, the thing is that the database or the tables in a distributed database management system is placed in different locations across the world. But the users are not aware of this fact. They use it just like as a centralized database system. They are sending the request and they are getting the responses back. And this is the distribution transparency in a distributed system. And this distribution transparency is viewed in three different dimensions, that is location transparency, fragmentation transparency, and replication. What is location transparency? Location transparency means it ensures that the user can query any table or fragments of a table as if it is stored locally in the user side. That means the user is unaware of the fact that this table is located in a different location. Then replication transparency. It ensures that the replication of databases are hidden from the users. Replication means here we are taking the copy of the same table and putting in different places. That is also hidden from the table. And it enables users to query the table as if there is only one single copy. Actually, that same copy is placed in different locations. Then fragmentation transparency. It hides the fact that the table is actually a fragment of the original table. And when a user is querying the table, the several fragments are taken as union, and this table is given to the user. And here in the fragmentation transparency, it conceals, it hides the fact that the main table is divided into different fragments and located at different sites, and when the user is querying it, they are giving the table as a union of these fragments. Then we are going to distributed database management architecture and its parameters. There are three parameters: distribution, autonomy, and heterogeneity. Distribution means we have understood that fact. That means in this architecture, the physical distribution of the data is done across different sites. Then autonomy. Autonomy, what is autonomy? It is the self-governance. Even though the data is distributed in different sites, how this is maintained. Then heterogeneity. Heterogeneity means either this database management system may be uniform or dissimilar. Then also the whole system should work. That is the heterogeneity. There are three types of DBMS architecture: client server architecture, collaborating architecture, and middleware architecture. In the client server architecture, there are a number of clients and a few servers are connected in a network, and the client sends a query to one of the servers, and the earliest available server solves it and replies. And the client server architecture is simple to implement and execute because it is a centralized server system. So this is one of the architectural model of implementing a DDBMS. In the collaborating server architecture, it is designed to run a single query on multiple servers. Servers break the single query into multiple small queries, and the result is sent to the client. So in this figure we can see it, receiving query and the division of query, and this query will be sent to so many local servers, and after that query optimization is done, and the result is combined and given as response to the client. And here each server is capable for executing the current transactions across the database. The next is middleware architecture. It is also another way that a single query is executed on multiple servers. And here one server is capable of managing the queries and transactions from multiple servers, and it uses local servers to handle local queries and transactions. So here there is one additional software which is used for execution of queries and transactions across one or more independent database servers. That is the middleware. That is, there is a middleman for the execution of queries and transactions across the different database servers. So, in this class we have studied about distribution transparency and DDBMS architectures. Distribution transparency, we have studied about location transparency, fragmentation transparency, and replication transparency. Also, we have studied about three DDBMS architecture, that is client server, collaborative, and middleware. Thank you. Thank you.